If the Canadian economy suddenly crashed, which cities would fall first? This video breaks down 10 Canadian cities most at risk in a financial collapse. We're talking overheated housing markets, weak job diversity, and shaky public finances. If you're living in one of these places, a recession might hit harder than you'd expect. So stick around, because your city might just be on the list. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell. I post daily content to help you live smarter. Understanding these risks now can help you prepare and protect your future. Number 10. Regina, Saskatchewan. Regina's economy relies heavily on agriculture, oil, and government work. When commodity prices fall or public funding gets cut, the local economy takes a hit. The city lacks economic diversity, making it vulnerable in a nationwide downturn. Unemployment could rise fast if a single sector slows down. Housing is affordable, but without jobs, affordability won't help much. Many younger residents often leave to find work elsewhere, leaving an aging population behind. If the economy crashes, Regina may struggle to stay afloat. Long-term growth depends on diversifying beyond its traditional industries, which hasn't happened yet. Number 9. Victoria, British Columbia. Victoria is beautiful, but it's also expensive and tourist-dependent. With a large retiree population, it leans on pensions and government services. In a crash, both could be strained, especially with rising healthcare costs. High property values also put homeowners at risk if real estate dips. The job market is narrow, and tourism would vanish in a crisis. Additionally, many service sector jobs could disappear overnight, leaving few alternatives. Victoria looks calm now, but it's on shaky ground if the economy falls. Efforts to diversify the economy have been slow, which keeps risk levels high. Number 8. Moncton, New Brunswick. Moncton has grown quickly, but its economy is built on service and retail. It lacks major industries that can survive during financial turbulence. Consumer-driven cities like Moncton feel pain fast in recessions. Job cuts could hit hard, especially in hospitality and call centers. Affordable housing helps, but collapsing job markets won't pay the bills. Many young people move away for better opportunities, creating demographic challenges. In a national downturn, Moncton could stall out almost overnight. Without new industries moving in, economic recovery could be slow and painful. Number 7. St. John's, Newfoundland Street. John's is tightly tied to oil and offshore energy. If oil crashes, as it has before, unemployment here soars. The city's finances are already stretched, with high public debt. A shrinking population adds pressure to public services and revenue. It's also geographically isolated, limiting job alternatives in a crisis. The cost of living is high relative to local incomes, which could worsen hardship. St. John's may be one of the first to feel the squeeze. Economic diversification efforts are ongoing, but face major hurdles. Number 6. London, Ontario. London's real estate has exploded, but that comes with risk. The city relies on education, healthcare, and regional service jobs. If public funding dips, those sectors face big cuts and layoffs. London also has growing personal debt tied to housing values. If the market crashes, both homeowners and renters could suffer. Traffic congestion and infrastructure strain add to economic challenges. Without strong industry backup, London could face serious strain. Investing in innovation and technology sectors might be key to its resilience. Number 5. Colona, British Columbia. Colonna's appeal has driven up housing and risk. It's a hot spot for retirees, investors, and tourists. If tourism dries up and investors pull out, prices could crash. It lacks major industry to keep the economy stable in a crisis. The job market is seasonal and fragile, with few high-paying options. Many residents rely on tourism dollars that could vanish suddenly. One sharp downturn could flip this sunny city on its head. Local government is trying to diversify, but results will take years to show. Number 4. Oshawa, Ontario. Oshawa depends heavily on auto manufacturing and supply chains. Even a small hit to global demand could stall production fast. Layoffs in this city affect families, housing, and retail overnight. It's also tied to Toronto through commuter jobs, another risk point. Real estate prices have climbed sharply, raising crash exposure. Additionally, disruption to trade agreements could further destabilize local jobs. If the economy tanks, Oshawa could face a double blow. The city is working on attracting new sectors, but old industries still dominate. Number 3, Halifax, Nova Scotia. Halifax has boomed thanks to universities, government, and construction, but those are all sectors vulnerable to cuts during recessions. Housing prices have climbed fast, raising fears of a bubble. If student populations drop and public funding dries up, trouble follows. The job market could freeze, especially for young professionals. The city's dependence on federal funding makes it vulnerable to government budget changes. Halifax may be a rising star now, but it's not recession-proof. Economic diversification and private sector growth will be critical for stability. Number 2, Edmonton, Alberta. Edmonton's fate is tied tightly to oil prices and energy investment. Every crash in the oil market sends shockwaves through this city. While it's more diversified than in the past, it's still energy-heavy. High property taxes and public debt could make recovery harder. If oil collapses again, Edmonton's job market could nosedive. Infrastructure projects may stall, impacting construction and service sectors. It's stable today, but one price drop could unravel it all. Efforts to attract tech and green energy jobs are promising, but still in early stages. Number 1, Vancouver, British Columbia. Vancouver is beautiful, global, and terrifyingly expensive. The city's housing market is one of the most overvalued in the world. If the economy crashes, investors could pull out, collapsing prices. Locals are already buried under mortgages and high living costs. Tourism and international money would dry up in a crisis. Additionally, Vancouver's heavy reliance on foreign investment makes it vulnerable to global shocks. Vancouver may be Canada's crown jewel, but it's the most fragile. With high household debt levels, even small economic shocks could cause serious ripple effects. And there you have it, 10 Canadian cities most likely to fall first in an economic collapse. Some are booming now, but the cracks are already showing beneath the surface. If you live in one of these cities, it's worth preparing for what could come. Diversify your income, reduce debt, and think long-term, because nothing stays stable forever. Drop your city in the comments. Did it make the list? And make sure to like and subscribe for more daily breakdowns just like this. Remember, knowledge and preparation are your best tools in uncertain times.